Hello, everybody. So today I'm going to talk about my experience with Seroquel as somebody who is schizoaffective and is no longer taking Seroquel. So to be clear, when I was first prescribed Seroquel, my diagnosis was bipolar 2 with psychotic features. Since then, my diagnosis has shifted to schizoaffective depressive type with hypomanic episodes, which I agree is much more fitting. But Seroquel is, a treatment for both bipolar and schizoaffective patients, so it still applies. That's not why I'm no longer taking Seroquel. Because in terms of being an antipsychotic, it was actually fairly effective. Like when I would take it, I would have less psychotic symptoms, which is good. That's the point of taking an antipsychotic. Now, there are two main reasons why I stopped taking Seroquel. The first of which is a very common complaint among people who take Seroquel, and it's that it made me very, very tired. This is such a prominent thing that a lot of people make jokes and memes about it. Some people call it sleepy quill. Like, this is a common thing. Now, initially, this was a problem because when I was initially prescribed it, I was in a psychiatric hospital. So, they would give me my meds and they would give it to me in the mornings. That was a problem because obviously I'm taking it in the morning, I'm going to be drowsy the whole day. Once I was discharged, I started taking it at night and that did lessen the problem. But then the issue was that because I'm taking it every night, then the following day would not be as effective, as opposed to if I were to take a medication in the morning and then have it be effective throughout the entire day, if that makes sense. So that was issue number one. Because of this, I was already considering, talking to my psychiatrist, getting it switched, just so that I could have something that would be more effective more often. But then I started having worse symptoms. And to be clear, what I'm about to say, I've dealt with this with a few different medications, specifically Cymbalta. I was given that to treat seizures, but also I've had it happen with a few other medications as well, where it was making me really dizzy. Like, so dizzy to the point where it was hard to function. Like, I would have trouble walking around and shit. And yes, I am chronically ill, so things like dizziness aren't exactly like a stranger to me, but this was next level. So that really is ultimately why I had to stop taking Seroquel. Like, it's not I didn't have some crazy reaction, I don't have some crazy story. It just was making me tired and dizzy. And I'm like, you know what? I bet I can find a medication that doesn't do that. And it's not even like, oh, I had tried so many medications. It's like, well, I tried this one. This is the first antipsychotic I tried, and it was making me feel sick, so I'm going to try a different one. So I talked to my new psychiatrist. He looked on my insurance to see what my insurance would cover, and he put me on Vraylar. Vraylar caught me off guard, not because of anything with the medication itself, but just because it's so, like, the dosages are way lower. Like, with Seroquel, I was on, like, 25, 50 milligrams? I don't remember exactly. But it was a double-digit number, and then the Vraylar one is 1.5 milligrams, and then the higher dose is 3 milligrams, and it's like, damn. Yeah, I haven't had any crazy reactions to Vraylar so far. I mean, I've only been taking it for, like, a very short span of time thus far. If anything crazy happens, I might, talk about it. But in the meantime, it seems to be working well, and it hasn't made me dizzy or anything, which is good. Anyways, that's all. I just wanted to share because I know people find things like antipsychotics interesting, and it's a quick, easy talk video to get out of the way. If you enjoyed this, then subscribe, like, do all the stuff, and I will see you whenever I see you again. Bye!